A unique three-moto format presented the opportunity for shakeups in the ATV National Motocross Championship, as the rough and tumble Three Palms track in Texas didn't let the competitors down. Chad Wienen scored the first moto victory over his championship rival Joel Hetrick. And then chaos off the start of Moto 2 left riders down while Hetrick seized the lead from the Texas specialist Thomas Brown. There was action all over this racetrack as Wienen was able to move to second and preserve championship points with a late pass on Brown. Hetrick went on to take the Moto win for a Day 2 third Moto showdown. Texas' own Bryce Ford got out front early and showed impressive speed again, but Hetrick was in a hurry to get to the front until this bump and run from Wienen opened the door. Wienen steals the Moto win in the overall despite the desperate attempts of Hetrick to catch him, and now is in control of the championship as we prepare for the final round today in South Carolina. Well, as with any racing series in 2020, we're just glad we made it. We will be crowning a champion today, south of the border MX, running the North Carolina and South Carolina state line. Final round of our season, last chance for the kids and the amateurs, the ladies to get out there and do battle. We will, of course, focus on the pro class here on MAV TV. I'm Jason Wygant. There's Nick Janusa's machine getting that prepped up. Bryce Ford showing great speed as of late. Could he get a win today? Brother Cody right there as well. You never know, door could be open with other riders managing championship points. Alan Myers also super fast. We often see upset winners late in season, so a lot of the young guns got to be thinking that today could be the day to get that first victory. Or Jeffrey Rastrelli, the veteran of the 28, he would like a win to end the year. It's Wes Lewis, Wesley Wolf, and a newcomer to the class, Michael Allred, going to make his pro debut. Good runs in Pro-Am and Pro Stock this year. Maybe the biggest news, this will be the grand finale for the career of the likable Thomas Brown.
Super excited for this weekend, and it's also a little sad. This will be my final race of my professional career, and I'm looking to go out there and, put a good ride in, man. It's been a long time racing, and I'm super happy with all my accomplishments and everything. There's one goal I still want, was that 1-1 finish, so if I can pull that off in this last round, it'd be amazing. But I don't think it's fully hit me that this will be it. But I think really after today's motos, it'll be it. Right now I'm just focused and trying to take the day as a normal day. Just keep pushing forward and do the best we can.
Yeah, so Brown calling it quits on his pro career, not calling it quits on this title drive. Joel Hetrick, second in the series, not giving up.
What's up, guys? Here at south of the border for the last round of the ATV Motocross series. Track's looking a little different this year. It's looking a little soft. I think they got a bunch of rain heading into the race. It's looking to be a good weekend, though. I've always done well at this track. Happy to finish it off here at south of the border and just do what we can do. We're 10 points down heading in, so it's going to be tough to grab that championship, but we'll put it out, put it all on the line Saturday and get it done.
Well, that's what's on the line. Hetrick does not want to hand that number 1 plate over. Wienen, if he gets it, will be the 7th time he's the AMA ATV National Champion. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMX and by CST Tires. Riders getting ready for qualifying. That includes Allred there, who's making his pro debut. Put the riders out on the track, put the stopwatch to them. South of the border, a great training facility for a lot of amateur riders, especially on the dirt bike side, the two-wheel side, but a great racetrack as well. Chad Wienen and Joel Hetrick showing the fast way around. And as Hetrick said, the track's a little softer than usual. That leads to these bumps. It's going to be rough. There is Brown. A little bit of red trim here for his grand finale run. See what Jeffrey Rastrelli can do today. I think these conditions might suit him. Would love to see him get back up on the podium. That's a customary spot for him. If not, Nick Janusa would love to be in there. But here's the guy who's really been impressing me as of late, the number 4, Bryce Ford. Great starts, great speed. Same thing with Alan Myers. These guys knocking on the door, not just the podiums, but wins. Wesley Wolf, very close to that level. Here's Noah Mickelson here through the rollers on the number 100. And Logan Stanfield with a 55. Quick on his Yamaha. There's Cody Ford on the number 5. And Wes Lewis on the 79. Brogan Geyer on the number 3. And Hayden Mickelson on the 135. 14 is Troy Hill. Man, that section will take the energy out of you. And there is Michael Allred, as we said, pro debut today, rider out of North Carolina. How about this, Chad Wienen? When the track gets rough, the big man's hard to beat. He was your fastest rider in qualifying. That's normally Hetrick's specialty, so things looking good for the 44 to try to lock down a championship today.
All right, here we are, season finale down at SOBMX, October. We're not used to racing so late in the season, but we're also used to it racing with the Quad Cross of Nations. We usually race end of September into October, so that's not a whole lot of difference there, but for us still battling for a championship, the intensity is still always there. I'm looking forward to today, getting out there and getting some soft dirt to ride on, and you know, I'm just gonna go out and have fun on my Yamaha today and see where we end up.
Yes, we are getting ready for the first moto. Wienen doesn't have a lot of pressure on the 10-point lead. He's always been consistent. He's got to try to bring it home today. Stay with us. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMC and by CST Tires. Let's rack them up and go racing here. ATV National Motocross on MAV TV. Jason Wygant here to give you the call. Riders are getting ready for the first of 2 motos today that will end their season. Bryce Ford, we got the Rocky Mountain camera. That should be some good footage. Here we go. Hetrick, oh, and he and Wienen bumping into the first turn. Look at Wienen trying outside to inside, sweeping it around. Again, doesn't need to win today, but the 44 wants it. And these two rivals are already at each other's throats immediately. It's kind of action you love to see. Look at Chad pushing Hetrick. And on some of these softer, rougher tracks this year, he has had the speed to answer Hetrick, which is certainly a tall order because Joel is super fast on his Phoenix racing machine. And there's Ford right up in the mix. I told you it would be exciting with that GoPro up on the top of the helmet. He has shown the pace this year to run with the big names. Oh, and I think just off the right side, maybe a mistake from Ford. Just for the moment, relents on that pressure he's putting on Wienen. So here's the critical juncture. Hetrick going to try to get away. Wienen, does he have the pace to reel him back in? And there's Brown trying to sneak an inside line on Ford. Not able to get it done. Look, Wienen has closed back up on Hetrick. So a great setup for racing. We also have the Rocky Mountain ATVMC on board with Hetrick. And Wienen is there looking to the inside and he makes the pass. How about that? Well, you can tell from the very first turn of this race, Wienen was not here just to score points and lock down the title. He wants to win it. Oh, Ford over the front. Gets run over by his machine. Quickly up though. Looks like he's all right, but that was a scary one. The intensity at the front of this moto has already claimed a rider, and it's not over yet because look, Hetrick trying to reset, doing everything he can to find lines to repass Wienen for the lead. And I gotta say, if you're Hetrick, getting past isn't great normally, but maybe there's a little twinkle in the eye saying, okay, if Wienen wants to race, if he wants to push like this, maybe he'll make a mistake. Maybe that will open up the door to make up huge ground and points. So Hetrick's going to push it, there's no doubt about it. He has to try to win this moto and the second one of any shot at the title. And again, maybe that battle could push Wienen into having trouble. We're on board with Janusa trying to make passes here. And he gets it done. No surprise at the top 3 right now. It's going to be interesting in 2021 to not have the stalwart, that 84 of Thomas Brown, right there normally in a podium position. The last race for him, and he's pushing too. He is staying right with these riders. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Wienen and Hetrick, Brown would have like 100 victories in this series. But right now, he has the speed. He is rolling up on Hetrick. Look at this. Side by side for second. Hetrick able to hold on. Brown right there. work that outside, a big leap, and he takes the spot away. So the Yamaha rider's feeling it today. Wienen and Brown 1-2. Hedrick going to have to get really desperate. He's losing ground to the leader, and now he's lost second. Chooses the double single down to the inside. Almost able to get back around. Well, boy, great racing here at south of the border. Janusa locked in a battle with Lewis and Geyer. Oh, a little mistake from Lewis, and a double pass. Stay with us. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMC and by CST Tires. Big battle today. ATV Motocross on south of the border. Look at Joel Hedrick over the back. On the Phoenix Racing Elka Honda, trying to do everything to retake the second place spot from Thomas Brown. Well, the big man, Chad Wienen, gets away up front. This battle has been unbelievable. Myers, Wolf, Rastrelli. Then right behind them, you have Janusa trying to come through. Back to the battle for second. Hedrick all over Brown. I don't know if these inside lines are better for Hedrick, but he's doing the right thing. He's just going wherever Brown isn't, hoping for an opening. And now Brown walking the tightrope all the way down to the inside, almost off the track, to make sure he had enough room to block Hedrick. Hedrick was going inside in that left-hander. Now he chooses to triple and go to the outside. Rastrelli trying a similar move right here, and Wesley Wolf gets ejected. Nice job by Rastrelli to not hit him. That was a hard stopping moment. Man, this race has had it all. We've seen passes, we've seen crashes. And this soil has turned out almost perfect. It's hard and slick in some spots. It's rough and soft in others. A little bit of everything out here, and it has opened the door. You see the different lines there where you can make some ground up. Does Hedrick have any tricks? Does he have any magic to get back around Brown? He's going to try to rail the outside, and he makes it work. So Hedrick, that was a lot of effort, but he has reclaimed the second place spot as we see Janusa coming through. Bad start for him. 14th Janusa on lap 1. Now he's got a shot at the top 5. So what a run. A couple of riders got to be happy today. Bryce Ford was showing speed. He had a crash, and Janusa has to be happy with the pace he has. But happiest of all, how about Chad Wienen? Doesn't need to win the motos, but he wants to stamp this championship. He took it away from Hedrick, and he's got a big lead here on the last lap. Myers and Rastrelli going at it for 4th and 5th. And there's Hedrick giving it everything. You can see Wienen just up ahead. Oh, but he's so good in that type of terrain. Oh, Alan Myers on the last lap. 4th place, slipping through his fingers. It's the way it's gone for a lot of riders this year, but it never seems to befall Chad Wienen, who has the Wienen Motorsports Yamaha dialed in again. He has been Mr. Consistency the last few years, but some clutch race wins this year to go with that, finding some of that old speed. And Hedrick's down to 1 moto to try to hold on to this #1 plate. Chad Wienen looking to make it 7 championships in this series. Significant step forward there, winning that moto, and now only 1 race remains this year. Wes Lewis also calling it a career, so he and Thomas Brown, this will be their final moto. You see them talking about it before. 30-second card about to go sideways. Let's go racing. Almost a carbon copy start of Moto 1. Hedrick just leading Wienen, and Wienen again trying to switch. No, this time Wienen sticks to his line. Let's see if he pushes on lap 1 to try to take the lead like he did in the first moto. Big triple there, and they both got it. Logan Stanfield there off the racetrack. First lap intensity is there in this moto, just not with the leaders like it was in Moto 1, but it is a jailbreak out there behind them. Looks like Jeffrey Rastrelli up in 3rd early in this moto. Good to see him with the start. On board with Janusa. Better start for him in this one. The last moto was terrible, but he came all the way back to 5th after starting 14th. Now he starts this moto in 5th. There you see the running order. Rastrelli third, almost throws it away. And here's the battle, Janusa right in it. It's Cody Ford there, the number 5. And Janusa gonna be able to make the pass, and he's right behind that 84. Of course, Thomas Brown in his last race. And there you see the pack. So Janusa trying to stay with Brown. You know, Brown's headed toward the front. Can he catch Rastrelli? It'd be awesome to see Rastrelli up on the box to end this year. We have seen far too many highlight reel crashes for his liking this year out of the number 28. Hetrick looking to end the year with the overall win. If he wins this moto, he'll go 2-1 for the overall. That's not going to feel as good as you would think. Winning the race is one thing, but he might hand over the championship. Good battle here between Myers. Gets down to the inside on Janusa. As Hetrick sets sail on the Phoenix Racing Honda. His pit right over there on the right side of the track. Looking good in this moto, but he's going to need a miracle to win the title. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMC and by CST Tires. We have seen some great action today from south of the border, and we are getting more. A mistake from Thomas Brown. Janusa is by. Myers is by. Brown coming back on Janusa. So this thing just keeps on raging from 4th on back. Had 4 or 5 riders in that battle. Thomas Brown around the outside. Looking for 3rd now. Boy, he caught Rastrelli in a hurry and is up to the number 3 spot. So it looked like a subpar moto maybe from Brown, but he has recovered. Oh, Alan Myers, a huge crash. I was reacting to Janusa, did not get over the end of that triple. And then just ahead of him, even bigger problems for Myers. We have seen a lot of riders break through this year. Young talent showing speed, but we have also seen a lot of big crashes out of those guys. And to run this type of pace that Joel Hetrick and also Chad Wienen, Thomas Brown have done the last half dozen years and not make the big mistakes really shows how difficult it is. Hetrick looking for the moto win in the overall, but it's not going to be enough for the title. 2 to go in this season. Janusa looking to get around Rastrelli. This is 4th and 5th. They're going to take it down to the final lap of the year. Well, Hetrick had it figured out in this moto. Oh! Big mistake. Janusa off the racetrack. Just able to corral the Gen USA Yamaha back in to go back to your leader. On the Maxxis Elka Phoenix Racing Honda, Hetrick looking to lock it down. Good up and down, back and forth tussle all season long as the white flag is out between Hetrick and Wienen all year. Different tracks that had their strengths. What really came undone, though, was some mechanical problems at mid-season at the home race in Pennsylvania, Pleasure Valley for Hetrick. Otherwise, it was back and forth. There is Myers' machine. Hope he's okay after flipping off the side of the track there. And there is Hetrick. You see the big lead over Wienen. First moto was a real statement for the 44 to go out there and try to win it heads up, which he did. Janusa still pushing to get around Rastrelli for 4th. So here it is, checkered flag. 2-1 should be the overall score and victory for the number 1. But with this, for the 7th time, Chad Wienen is your ATV National Motocross Champion. Just 1 short of the all-time record of 8 by Gary Denton. Here's your podium.
Final moto of the year, final moto of my career, man. I'm super stoked, and to be on the podium again and just finishing out in 3rd is awesome. You know, 3rd for the end of the year, 3rd today. Man, I've been 3rd a lot of my career, but I honestly feel it's a true honor to be up here with these guys. I've knocked out some wins. Never got that elusive championship and never got that 1-1 finish that I've always wanted. But man, overall, I'm super pumped my career. As a kid, I just dreamed of being a top pro, and I truly feel like I've accomplished that, and I can leave this sport knowing I've put everything I had into it. And I'm excited for it. I know it's the right call. I truly feel like that, but still gonna make it hard. I absolutely love this sport, and man, I want to see nothing but great things. Huge congrats to Chad Wienen on his championship. Awesome. And man, it was great battling with Joel today as well. So it's an awesome day. I'm looking forward to next step in my life, and hope everybody keeps enjoying, and hope to see people keep joining the ATV racing community. Thank you all.
You know, it was a kind of heartbreaker this weekend, but you know, coming in, I kind of knew it was going to be hard to do with a 10-point deficit. Me and Chad have finished first and second every single moto except one each. So with those consistency numbers, it's going to be hard to beat the guy. And you know, props to him and his team. They did a really good job. And you know, we'll be coming out strong next year. We're making a lot of big changes, and you'll see it very soon. So thank you guys. Thanks for supporting, and I'll see you next year.
Went 1-2 on the day. Man, sealed up my 7th championship. I never expected this to, you know, be able to bring this thing home, and you know, it's just all the work, blood, sweat, and tears really went into it. And the day went really well. I got great starts, and man, just so happy with my team, everybody behind me, and all the support. And it comes from the ground up, and huge props to them and all the fans coming out. And here we are, number 7, baby. Thank you.
And again, the all-time legend Gary Denton, also my hero, has 8. So Whedon is quickly closing in on all-time. See how it turns out next year. Look at this first moto, quick pass on Hetrick. Didn't expect that after Hetrick got the whole shot. Then watch Ford go over the bars while running in 3rd. And then Thomas Brown a pass on Joel Hetrick. Good battles behind him. A crash here from Wesley Wolf. Luckily, Jeffrey Rastrelli did not hit him. Here is Hetrick repassing Brown for 2nd. And our CST Tires race recap. First moto goes to Chad Whedon. We go on to moto number 2. Almost identical look off the start. Hetrick this time able to hold Whedon off and then begin to pull away, and just pure chaos back here. Great battles throughout. You had Janusa, Rastrelli, Myers, Brown, Rastrelli all looking for podium spots. Watch top of the screen. Alan Myers goes for a big ride over the falls on the side of the track. There's the moto win and the overall for Hetrick. But there is the title clinching 2nd in the moto. Consistency again. That's always the story for Whedon, but also 5 wins this year. He showed speed. Getting better with age, perhaps. What a great season it has been on Race Here TV. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Wygant. We send a congrats out to the Whedon Motorsports Yamaha crew. Title number 7.